Hello everyone! That was a quick transition that time.
Hello
We're
everyone!
watching
That
Barbie
was a quick
Explorer.
transition that time.
Please donate
We're
to the
watching
National
Barbie
Immigration Law
Explorer.
Center and listen to
Please donate
S'mores
to the
because
National
she's way
Immigration
cooler
Law
than me.
Center.
And listen to S'mores because she's way cooler than me.
So subjective, I'd say, but that's cute. Hello everyone. Welcome to... There's echo apparently, but we're chilling. Welcome to Barbiethon 2026. My name is Pink S'mores. I do also go by V as well. And we're gonna be hopping into a Barbie 80% run today. So yeah, we're just gonna hop straight into it. It's pretty linear. We're basically just gonna be playing the game as fast as we can. So we'll sort of go through things along the way as it gets to it.
Okay, now it's time to choose your game's difficulty level.
We're gonna go with...
For a regular game, choose the medium.
I'm shaking. We're gonna go with medium difficulty because that makes platforms a little faster and there's a fair bit of platforming as well, so... I'll just make sure that my timer on my end is good. We've got the... let me just quickly add my... Sorry guys, slight Alright, we got our auto splitter on the side just for myself, so that's cool.
Okay, here we are in the African jungle. Let's go find a...
Alright, so time is gonna start as soon as we are in Africa. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, cool tech is coming up straight away. We're gonna do some animation canceling for some of these jumps. One of the main sort of things when it comes to running Explorer is you want to keep momentum as much as you can. So anything that means you can get back straight into running, you want to do that. We're going to be avoiding chests as much as we can because a lot of them are going to have diamonds in them. So unlike any percent, when you want to collect all the diamonds, on an 80% run, you want to avoid them because it will lose you time at the end of the level. This game is deceptively hard. Sharp is absolutely right because there are a lot of... the control scheme in this game is not the best. This was actually a port from the PlayStation version. So in terms of like, it's very much just your cardinal directions that you're working with here. We're gonna go for a long rope jump over there. Got a bit of a long cycle with this platform, but because we're on medium, it's not gonna affect our time too much, which is good. So we're just glitching through these logs. You don't get this as much during the later levels, so you kind of get to see as much as you can during Africa. But yeah, there's a lot of weird, like, gonna do like a cool triple jump here, which helps, again, keep momentum going. And then these monkey bars. I'm just gonna jump straight over those. And yeah, for anyone in the Pink S'mores chat, make your way over to Barbiethon, by the way. Twitch.tv/Barbiethon. And donate to the cause. Donate to the National Immigration Law Center. That'd be really cool. And here we're gonna get the running shoes, which don't do much for us here because we're going to be spending most of our time jumping over obstacles anyway. This is useful if you're going for the diamonds for 100%, but, you know, we go a bit faster anyway, so we're just gonna still grab them, of course. We do love Tomb Raider Star Puppy, that is so true.
But there are some monkey bars overhead.
And then we've got this key which we're gonna collect.
Congratulations, you completed.
And then we're in level 2. We'll see if we can get the good placement for this. We've got like a climbing wall coming up, so we'll see if we can get good placement for that as well. This jump is a little tricky. Alright, we should be good. Now, hopefully if we position correctly, it will just be a smooth descent down and we won't have to move. Perfect. Very nice, very nice. And now I've got this wall coming up with some... I think they're coconuts. You want to wait for this one to fall. And then if you're ever climbing, you want to go diagonal as much as you can, or just straight up since they'll have the shortest animations. This is where you can lose a lot of time if you mess up. So we're getting the hiking boots. We're just gonna climb up. And then we're gonna get hit by a coconut. And you can see that it's pretty brutal. If you get hit, you go straight back to the bottom. So we're just gonna keep it rolling. And then here, we are gonna lose the hiking boots. That's a big time loss. That is unfortunate, but that is okay. Again, this game is deceptively tricky, as we have already discussed. So we're just gonna go back up the wall. And if you're thinking, oh my god, run over, you can't get up the wall because of the hiking boots. We just simply jump. What's the prediction? Is it the S'mores Get world record? I feel like that is not going to be happening today based on that abysmal climb, but that is okay. You kind of want to like hug the sides. And we're out. And we did it, guys. S'mores sub 58. I was gonna say. I don't think we're gonna PB just based on that, but that's fine. Hopefully we can still get some good cycles elsewhere at least. And here we've got some platforming coming up. So in that chest there is a slow platform. So if you're trying to go fast, you don't want to get that because you want to go fast, you don't want to go slow. Sometimes you got to be careful with these platforms as well because sometimes they'll be slightly forward or backwards. And if you miss it, the descent is even worse than what we saw, so. Let's see if we at least get a good platform cycle. Which we just missed that, but that is okay. So then we just gotta wait out. We're gonna climb some monkey bars, and then it's slightly faster to run onto these next little sections. And there's a magic torch. If you're going for the 100%, then there'll be somewhere further down where you can like collect some diamonds, but we're not gonna worry about that in any percent run. Yeah, our current run prediction on my end is a 58:40. It's about a 59 minute, so sub 58 may not happen. We'll see if we can get some major time save later on though. We'll see what happens.
Well done on completing another.
Yeah, that wall climb was pretty brutal to be so honest, yeah. But that's cool, we move on. We're in the second last Africa jungle level. We'll be needing to utilize some more of that animation cancel. So you can just go straight through those pillars, which is very useful. See if we get a good jungle, good platforms. Yep, so you want to see the two. You sort of learn how to recognize certain patterns with some of these like unlocks that you know to just undo it straight away and then redo it for the next one. Got a walking section here, which as of the current date, we still haven't found a way to fully bypass walking in those platforms entirely, so we just play the game as intended for now. Would you say that Barbie moves like a tank or like a leaded balloon? Probably like a tank with a leaded balloon attached to it. Probably. Or it moves like your tongue trying to get peanut butter off the roof of your mouth. Something like that. Alright, just gotta lock in for a sec. I'm actually doing a bit of a slower shot because you want to be more on... There we go. You want to be more on this left-hand side anyway, so getting through that door is a little easier. Again, we're just gonna roll under there. Honestly, pretty good treadmill entrance as well. Since we're right at the edge, we can just kind of enter straight through there, give the monkey the banana. Honestly, great puzzle. Great puzzle there. That's awesome, actually. That's so good. Because on medium, those are usually 4. Easy gives you only 3. So if you're lucky, you can get a good, you know, just do-re-mi, I guess. But we'll take a do-do-re-mi for sure. Just gonna take a precautionary sidestep there. Have to press all the buttons in quick succession or else they do go back up, which is annoying. We've got the famous gay pillars here as well. Very cool. And then our last puzzle before we move on to the boss level.
Good job. That's enough.
And we gold split on the Lost City. Very nice, very nice. By 1.5 seconds. I heard those pillars were in the 30 Days of Gay on the Babie Discord server. This is true. This is very true. So if y'all are interested in what we're doing here today, join the Babie Discord server.
Touch the snake's coil.
And while you're here also, make sure to donate to the National Immigration Law Center as well.
This snake must be huge.
Oh. Gotta wait for this platform to come back. Yeah, the snake is she's kind of a diva, actually.
Wait until the snake's head is out of the way before you dodge past. Congrats.
And we're done with African jungle.
Heading out to Tibet.
We're gonna swiftly move on to Tibet.
It's we.
And then suddenly the diamond collecting sound effect just gets a lot more crisp out of nowhere. So that's just one of the many, many quirks of this game, which is very cool.
Like a long way down.
So we're currently on pace for just sub 59. So for those placing bets in the channel, that's something to consider, I guess. Sub 26 is crazy, actually. Very humble, very humble. This is true. Probably a bit early for going into walking there, but that's cute. I'm gonna go the upper part so we don't have to worry about the platform. Then I'm pretty sure there's going to be some boulders coming up, so we want to be careful of those as well. Yep, there they are. We're gonna sidetrack over there, get our hiking boots. For some reason, second level, not nearly as hard as that coconut wall we had before, so that's fine. That's like an interesting choice. I'm just gonna swiftly jump over that platform. We're gonna swiftly jump over this platform. There we go.
Congratulations, you completed the.
We gained back 10 seconds on that segment though, so that's cute. Thanks for the game update as well, Kay. You just want to wait a little bit for the platform to come back because you've got those shaky platforms. So if you stand on those too long, then they do eventually fall down. Which, how do they suspend in the air in the first place is a great question. The people need to know that Barbie is exploring. That is so true. Yeah, these walls are low-key a little tricky to jump over because they're not like the same height as like the logs in Africa. So again, the clipping on them is something that you definitely have to learn to overcome as well. A bit of an uphill section, so we're just going to do a little bit of jumping just to counteract that. Again, what this game does tend to do a lot as well, it'll try and like auto track you certain places as well. So you have to like fight back with the controls a fair bit to you know, tell it what you want to go essentially. Again, that magnet torch is useful if we were going for 100%, but we're just gonna run past those trees right there. Very nice triple jump section as well. This section is really cool because not only do you have to face some of these really tiny platforms, but then there's just like a bird that'll just try and like swoop you. And then there's like these icy ones as well. And then you see how there's these two shaky platforms here. So then you want to be careful, and obviously you got to catch like the very edge of it. And then after that section, they give you the tiptoes power up, which is like very, very cool, very swag. Nice clutch onto that rope just there as well. And then just a couple bunny hops here. That's going to send us out.
Another level.
It's another sweeping bird across this first platform section. So you basically want to ascend as fast as you can to not get clipped by it. So there are people like maybe a second late, we would have to basically start that whole section again. Horse? Horse. Horse, horse? Speaking of horse, I will be participating in the horse trails tournament tomorrow as well. Or later tonight for those in my quirky little time zone. Excited vocalization. We got a horse train in chat, let's go. Again, with a lot of this climbing, you want to either be going straight up or on a diagonal, because that side animation is just not it, to be so honest. Neither is the down animation. I don't know why they couldn't just make them the same time. Or maybe it just feels faster to go diagonal, who's to say? Babie is schmovin', dude, yeah. Listen, she's in a hurry to get those artifacts, which, why does Babie keep collecting artifacts out of their original places? This is 2001, it was a different time. Now this platforming section can be pretty brutal, as you can see. So you want to be on the back side of these platforms here, because this one, as you can see, we landed almost in the middle. So if you think you want to be more forward, it is a long way down, as she says, so.
Try playing a tune on these bells.
Oh. There we go. That's the only thing with medium difficulty, is that because puzzles take longer, can be a little bit trickier. Yeah, usually people play in either easy or medium for the time save. But I prefer the quicker platforms, so that's why I play on medium. And I just deal with the puzzles as they come, because there's not honestly that many. The issue with this game is that you make it look almost possible to beat. I mean, to be fair, I'm 27 now. I've had just about 2 decades of experience with this game, so if that's what it takes to be Barbie Explorer, then like that's what it is, you know? We're gonna say goodbye to this platform. Bye platform. And then here. Oh. Never had that happen before. I'm gonna pull this lever. Now you want to walk where this peacock is so that you don't disturb it.
Good job. That's
And we get a gold split on Temple City as well. Saves 31 seconds there. We're still about 46 seconds ahead of my PB, so our pace is going down though, so we'll see what it looks like as we get into the later levels. Also, apparently these aren't boulders, they're snowballs, even though they're grey, so there's either something in the snow or Barbie's lying. Either could be plausible.
What a big coward. Use the Egypt.
You would think we're halfway through the game by now. We are after the Egypt, we will then be halfway. I think he put gravel in the snow. I think he did too. I think you're right. A bad form from the Yeti. Yeah, he's gonna get tennis shoulder if he doesn't watch out. Or tennis elbow. Probably both. Yeah, we get to face those dust devils, which is very cool. Oh. Now, in this level, in Egypt, there's a couple of like tents in these little market areas. You can't actually animation cancel under them because they're too long. So you do just have to roll regularly under them. Or else you just kind of get stuck.
This looks like an oasis.
Again, that chest you don't want to collect because there's a bunch of diamonds under it. But there is a chest later on which will basically save... It'll lose you a lot of time if you don't get it because it's one of the running sneakers chests. That's like a tiptoe, so it can save you time. Otherwise you can just like jump over the quicksand. Wait, did anyone else grow up in school thinking that you'd like face quicksand a lot in your life and then you just didn't? Because that was kind of my experience as well. This game is so crazy, it looks like Crash Bandicoot. It does. It's Crash Bandicoot, it's Tomb Raider. It's like a secret third thing as well. We are clipping onto some of these levers a bit, which is a bit annoying, but we're gonna go back and grab those running shoes.
Congratulations, you complete
Hot garbage secret third thing. Oi, this is my
from the Dust Devil.
Comfort 2000s PC game you're talking about. Thank you very much, Pinky. Quicksand was every patch of sand in my mind. I mean, they don't really like... They're just like, hey, watch out for it. Yo, we got a Prime sub to the Barbiethon channel. Let's go. We didn't want ads. I mean, that's like honestly so valid though. I know that Kay and Sheriff paid for, oh, they got the Twitch Turbo for this month, so that's like so fair as well. Now I want to follow this dust devil so we don't get caught by it. Oh. Babie decided that she didn't want to hold down the button. I use my Prime on small indie streamers like Doug, hell yeah. Support your local creators. And support the National Immigration Law Center. Donate to the charity. We're gonna enter the Sphinx down here, which... You know, we don't... That's the thing about this game, you just don't question the ethics. It was released in 2001. We're just gonna exit this Sphinx here. Want to drop in and wish you luck, have fun. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging. Easy dodge on that dust devil there. That one's a nightmare if you don't, like, dodge it straight away. Now we want to do this one first. Yes, and then you do the left one. So that you can enter on it straight away. And then that one will be waiting for you when you go back. When you go forward, I should say.
Well done on completing another level.
And we get a gold split on Valley of the Kings as well. Very nice. And now we're entering the pyramid. So first up we get this little platform walking puzzle. So as soon as you get up to the third, you can just jump straight across. There are a lot of rolling under these doors here as well. And you can't touch the doors, so it can be a little risky doing the animation cancel. You just gotta be careful of that. Gotta be careful of clipping on some of those other pillars as well. Again, you guys can see what I mean by the game just tries to take you places, even if you don't want to go there directly. Because we're not going for 100%. It's lucky auto see it all over again? Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, speaking of jank in this game, these boxes here, they're very like, you would think just pushing them straight across would be enough to like activate it, but you gotta like give them a little nudge. Which, why didn't they just do that when they made this game? Who knows? Then again, apparently we just never got the Treasures in Time sequel because the devs were lazy, so, you know, probably, you know, there's probably some context there as well. Again, we are gonna follow the snaking along here just a little bit until we get to like... We're gonna have to wait until we're maybe at least 3 or 4 blocks away. So the RNG on this is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. This was a little too far for us to make the jump. But then we can make the jump from here. Just barely. Yeah, Terry loves pizza. More like Terry loves to torture his players. We've got this little timed section here. And we make it under there with about a second to spare, which is very nice. We don't really collect those diamonds, but that's cool. Very nice. Oh, just can't make it on that door, but that's fine. If you get good timing, then you can just roll straight under all those doors. Okay, so we got spiral, and then we got and then we got plug. Very nice. And then this puzzle, you want to see those diagonal lights. That's how you know that the puzzle's going to be done correctly.
Good job.
And then we teleport. Because apparently you can teleport in like some of these places.
Oops, I think we just woke the crocodile.
This level's a bit annoying because the platforms, they're just far enough that you can't just keep jumping all the way through. You do kind of have to like pace it a little bit so that you don't like fall off into the water. And now we are officially halfway through the game, folks. Despite there being 4 sections, some reason Babylon is just like super long for no reason. So yeah, for those who might have been keen-eyed, Babylon only unlocks after you finish the other 3 areas. So back when I was a kid, I never got to play this section because I was dumb and didn't know how to get through some of those other levels, especially in Egypt as well. So now here we got to be very careful because there's fish, there are lily pad platforms, which if you take too long on them you will drown, and then there's also turtles who are out to personally get me specifically. So yeah, that's why a lot of people don't really play on hard on this game too much unless for challenge runs, because you will bleed through lives here. So you just want to be strategic with your jumps and everything. Yeah, we're in the end game now. We're gonna get eaten by a piranha, which I don't think they're piranhas, but they might as well be.
What a cool waterfall.
Yeah, the depth perception in this game is something else, which I find a little bit tricky as well, so... Forgot there was a turtle there. But yeah, these turtles, they'll like bob out of the water, as you can kind of see in the corner, so... You want to make sure they're well and fully on the surface.
You're right.
Yeah, why are the turtles evil? I couldn't tell ya. Maybe it might have to do with all the like plastic bottles people are leaving on the beach. I don't know. Those spring shoes, they basically a necessity for 100%.
A water wheel.
Pretty decent timing on that platform, all things considered as well. Again, you do kind of want to focus on shorter jumps sometimes with these turtles. And then these platforms, even on medium, sometimes just take a while to actually cross over onto the other side, as you can see. It's gonna wait for that leaping fish, and we missed it, that's fine. This is why I never unlocked this level when I was playing it younger as a kid, so. That's just unfortunate cycle there, but that's fine. Now, the annoying thing is you can't just walk straight onto the other turtle. You do have to make a bit of a leap of faith, which we grab. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna have to wait for this turtle to come around. You get on that, very nice. The denim on denim look is kind of a slay. You know what? It kind of is a denim on denim look, actually. Just so you guys know, that was like a godlike turtle jumping. I've never been able to do it that smoothly before, so. And we get a good turtle cycle, which I'm about to... There we go. Wait for the rope to swing across. You got a bunny hop up the lug again. That's why this is going to be a sub 54 one. It is not, but you know, we try our best. Our current pace is about 58:30, so. Which
Congratulations, you've completed the...
yeah, just so you guys get a feel for context, most of the other sections are like 2 to 3 minutes. That was a 5-minute section we had just then, so. Come on, yes, very good, very good. These water spouts are the bane of my existence. If you so much as breathe at them, then you just lose a life instantly, because apparently water is just like super toxic here, I guess. Thank goodness that turtle gave me some mercy. We're just gonna pick up a spare life there when we can. And then we've basically got an auto scroller section for a little bit. We've got like these rafting sections. You still do want to have some left and right control so that you don't go through dead ends or bump into walls or anything like that. There's like these little ducking sections as well. all of this water in these levels makes me need to go to the toilet really bad, but we'll hold out. We're so close. Yeah, we just want to avoid some of these little edge, they're not killers exactly, but just those little sticky outy sections, I guess, because that's the technical term. Yes, yes, yes. And then sometimes Barbie will just decide that she wants to friggin' cascade her raft for like no reason. And then, good thing it doesn't reset the entire rafting section, or else, I don't know, this game would be already like 20 times more of a nightmare than what it actually is, so. Which until I started running this game properly, I swear I never used to cascade, so I have no idea what causes it or why the physics are so inconsistent, but that's fine. We are kind of just chilling on the raft, yeah. So that's the end of our first rafting section. Note how Barbie has no reaction to it whatsoever. She's just very neutral about the experience. Ooh, very good section there. So for this level, this puzzle, you want it to be like the first pair and then the second pair. Or not. There you go. And then we want to press that again. So now we want those last two to go down on their own, which they do. Very nice. Sometimes that section can really mess you up if you like mispress something. And you can't even jump over the water at the end here, so. Other puzzles suffer on medium versus easy. They do differ a little bit. Mainly the ones that require like a Simon Says type pattern, they'll definitely be, they're noticeably more challenging on like the harder levels. Some of those are like, I don't know what you call them, like just button or lever pressing ones for the platforms and stuff. I haven't played in hard a lot, to be fair, so I don't know what the exact difference is, but because I know what sort of differences to look for, it's easier for me. Or like how you sort of want the puzzle to play out. Like the ones in Africa, for example, I think they're the same, but I couldn't tell you on hard exactly because I haven't played a lot on hard difficulty, so. Which, as you can probably see why I haven't, even though this is a game for like, you know, a very young demographic, it's challenging. And then we just missed that ducking section by just a little bit, so now we're gonna have to ease our way back over. This is a game to traumatize the 7-year-olds. Exactly. Exactly. It makes them feel bad at video games. It makes me feel bad at video games, and I'm like almost 28. I'm like, I can't believe I suck at this Barbie game, guys. It's messed up. Yep, so again, we just got this second auto scroll section, which I think we should almost be done with based on my current pace. I think after this we might have like 1 or 2 more jumps. Yeah, it does slag on a little bit though. It does go on for a little. Like, we're already at a 7-minute section, so. Okay, we nearly cascaded there, but we saved it. Also, now that I've listened to this game actively, the music is great. It's a banger.
That was totally amazing.
So she thinks that that second rafting section was amazing, but didn't have much to say about the first section of the rafting area. So take notes, I guess. Now with this level, you want to be able to... So we need to time these platforms so that they touch, which we've already messed up. So it's going to be a little bit annoying to... There we go. Very nice, very nice. So you can't just like sort of run on them straight away. You do have to time it properly so that the platforms actually meet up. As you can see, it's definitely a pain to have to fix it up afterwards, especially with how Babie she loves going in straight lines so much that she won't go in the straight line that you want her to go in. So, you know, there's that. Ooh, just clipped on the end of the platform. Very nice. Now I've got these kind of hard visibility platforms here. And then we've got this tiptoe power up, which is basically essential for this section, or else it's a lot harder to... Or it loses a lot of time if you don't grab it or if you let it run out or something, so... Also, I only just noticed somehow we've got bird noises even though we're indoors, so I don't know how that works out. Do birds live in the tower, I wonder? Now this platforming section, you do want to be careful just to make sure you actually make some of those jumps. That was a close one. Birds aren't real, more proof. Interesting, interesting. We'll work on this. We'll work on this theory. We'll work on it. And then this last one can be a bit hard to clip into, but we do it. It's a fact, but okay. Listen, I just want your sources, bro. Agree to disagree? Fair, fair. We'll go with that. That should be about good. My manager would love to have a word with you, Kaya, because she's like a bird watcher. So if you told her that birds weren't real, I don't know what she'd think. Yeah, the ancient treadmills are, they're an interesting thing, hey? Ooh, just got a bad cycle on there. She seems misinformed about birds. You might have to let her know, or maybe I have to break the news to her. Okay, we're just gonna focus on making sure we actually make these platforms. We can make that diagonal one at least. Also, why would you have like a walking section and then have somewhere where you like need to roll over? I don't get it. Okay, we beefed that section a little bit, but that's fine. I feel like it's always red diamonds here as well. I feel like I haven't seen any other diamonds in like this part of the game. This section can lose you a lot of time. Did we get it? Yes, very nice. This puzzle, always the same, no matter what.
These must be teleport devices.
All right, we're in the last stretch of this area. Oh, we actually made it past that force field. Very nice. So after this is our final boss, and then that's the game, so. Do we get to see the giant snake again? Unfortunately not the giant snake, but we do get to meet another diva who's maybe just as cool. You'll see who when we get to the boss level though. Can we please enter this third platform section, please? Alright, so after we get this lever, we're gonna be able to get our key, and then our last boss, and then last level as well.
Good job. That's another level complete.
For those who had sub 58 predictions, in 3, 2, 1, thereabouts, and that's gonna be 58 minutes there, so we can call the prediction now. That's cool. But yeah, we're on to our last level with this fabulous Venus Flytrap boss.
Hungry. Make sure you run through the plant and don't
We could probably still get sub hour though. Sub hour is definitely still possible. I just need to lock in, so. I just need to make sure this one little platform error doesn't get me.
That plant is spitting seeds at
And then that is going to be a 58.55. That is game. That is our time. GGGGs. So, based on my time, I will be donating $58.55 USD to the National Immigration Law Center. So that's cool. What have we got coming up? We've got FD's mystery game coming up next, and then that should wrap us up for today slash, you know, this morning in my time zone.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
much, S'mores. And
That's
we
game,
will just
GGs.
go ahead and move it over to
much,
songs,
S'mores.
right? And we will just go ahead and move it over to songs, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.